chance to turtle doves and the turtle doves and the partridge in a pear tree. This was my true love gave to me. Four calling birds, three had a chance to turtle doves and the turtle doves and the partridge in a pear tree. Three calling birds.
Was, and excuse my my computer work area because it's a hot mess, but yeah, I finally got it together because it was kind of giving me some issues. Yeah, another thing that I had wanted to actually share with you guys, because I don't know if Lysol sanitizing, not sanitizing, disinfecting sprays are ever gonna make a comeback. But I had spoken with my sister-in-law. She had told me about a brand called Microban, which you can probably find at, I know for sure you can find it at Target, things like that. Originally, when I did see the Microban, they were like the disinfectant surface counter sprays. Then my sister, when I was telling her that, you know, I have not been able to find Lysol literally since March. Like, I've been all over the place. Now I have a very small amount of like an off-brand of disinfectant spray, but that company, that store doesn't have any more disinfectant sprays as well. And then the Lysol that I have, again, it's running very low, so I haven't been able to find anywhere that have Lysol. So my sister was telling me she went to Office Max that was near my home, and she had found that they have a sanitizing spray. I'm not sure if you guys can if you guys can see. It says 24 hours. It keeps killing 99.9% of bacteria for up to 24 hours. Now, I know most of us are trying to keep viruses around, so we definitely want to keep that in mind. But in here it says kills in 5 minutes. Some big ass names I don't know about. I can pronounce Salmonella, Staphylococcus, and some other big names some other long names I'm not really familiar with. And also human coronavirus, herpes simplex virus. So it actually does kill viruses as well. It just mentions 99.9% of bacteria on the front, but when you read the back, it does that. So if you can find this, if you can't find Lysol and you can find this, you know, get your hands on it. They're about $8. They're about $8. So, you know, if you go online and you go onto Amazon, you will see people that's selling Lysol up like $4 for $100. I'm like, I'm not paying $25 for no daggone disinfectant spray. Like, you guys are just pushing it, man. So anyways, yeah, so I thought I'd share that with you guys. That's pretty much. I'll catch you guys later. What up, my blushing glams? Like I fed for me, it's your girl Blush, and I'm back with another episode of Glam Chat. And it is day 4 of our 12 days of Christmas, and I am starting it late today, but I am feeling much better. So I had to take a drive down to my mom's to go get some things. So I decided to kind of just do like a quick chat with me while we in the car. So hopefully the lighting is good, or you guys can see me, because I'm driving and it's like 11 o'clock at night. But so like I said, we're gonna do like a little bit of chat with me, and it's a couple of things I actually wanted to, oh dear, stop. It's a couple of things I actually did wanted to I wanted to kind of chat with you guys about, that I came across, which I found just kind of funny, and I guess maybe chatting with you guys, see your thoughts. Before I do that, I did wanted to bring up something that I've been watching this other YouTuber's her vlogs. Her name is Peyton. If I can remember the full name, I'll put it in the description or somewhere on the screen. Her name is Peyton. She, I believe, lives in Texas. And you know, I've been watching her vlogs lately, and she's pretty cool and funny. But anyways, so something nice that I wanted to actually take from her vlogs. I don't like reading. I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. I'm not a big reader, but I want to start reading. Because I believe that part of self-helping and progressing and just being a better you does include educating yourself and culturizing yourself, if that's even a word. That's why I should be reading, so I can make sure my grammar is on point. But just making yourself a little bit more cultured. So I want to start reading. So if you guys have any books that you are reading, that you're getting into, that you are liking, maybe you started reading during the quarantine, maybe you started reading over the holidays, whatever. If you have a book that you just started reading, you love, and you think that it would be a good fit for me, you know, I'm into fashion, you know, I'm into self-help, you know, I'm into finances and getting your finances together. So books like that, I think, would be up my alley. So if you have any books that you're reading and you would like to share with me or the Blush and Glams, please leave it in the comment below. Or if you don't want to leave it in the comment below, feel free to DM me or direct message me. I am on Instagram, blush_the icon. You'll see it in on this video, I'm sure, somewhere. Or, you know, if you know me personally, you can always call me and text me. But I wanted to actually do something where what she did is that she went to Barnes & Noble, picked up a book that she saw that everybody was pretty much saying for her to pick up and read, and it's kind of doing like a virtual book club. So I wanted to actually try that. We can always start with a book that's not that long, and you know, every couple of days I'll come on here, like during the time that I'm doing my 12 days of Christmas, or just in general, I'll come in here, check in with you guys, see how you guys are doing with the book. Is there any particular chapter that you guys found profound in it, and we can go from there. So tell me if you guys like that idea. If so, share your books, or if I come across a book that I want to start reading, I'll share with you guys, and we can pretty much go from there. Anyways, so now let's go into some tea that I came across on Instagram, which is not, I'm not gonna go into tea, but I just wanted to have a discussion. So we are obviously still in a place in the world, especially in the US, but it looks like across the world, where blacks, you know, or non-Caucasian, but preferably blacks, are still struggling in a lot of areas as far as equality. So we get that. We know that that's a problem, and we're trying our best to try to fix it, but I don't know if we really are. So I was on YouTube the other day, and I saw that there was another YouTuber. I don't even remember the name, because it's not a YouTuber that I follow or that I actually watch her video, but she brought up a topic. So apparently right now, the Beehive or Beyonce's team is under fire, because in the latest Ivy Park ads or commercial or campaign, there were 2 models on there, which people are getting down on the Beehive team for allowing these models to be either culture vultures, or say that they're culture vultures, or whatever the case is. So they're basically 2 white Russian models. So they're white. Oh. But if you don't actually follow them, or if you don't know them, you may not know that they're white. You might think that they're biracial, because pretty much how they carry themselves. One of the models, she pretty much had the Pop Smurf braids. They did a lot of tanning and just kind of like a lot of urban style. So now in the comments of the campaign on Instagram, it's a black versus Russian thing. So the blacks are calling them culture vultures. The Russians are saying, well, now it's considered culture vulture, but when you all are wearing weave, you know, you guys don't consider that culture vulture or culture vulture. I may be saying it wrong. Please forgive me if I am. But I wanted to discuss this. So we definitely are trying to get to a place where we're progressing in this era. Sorry if it starts to get a little dark. It's because I'm driving in an area where there's not that many lights. All right, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see if I can just start from the beginning, because I know that lighting was not the greatest when I was in the car, so I'll probably delete that footage or just kind of use some of it. Anyways, so the quick chat that I wanted to do is just to kind of get your thoughts on this quick subject. So apparently Beyonce's team, the Beehive team, or however way you want to put it, is basically under fire because people are going under a particular video or videos that have been posted on Instagram for Beyonce's most recent Ivy Park campaign, where two models who are actually white Russian models are being accused of being culture vultures. Again, if I'm incorrectly saying this, please forgive me. So they're white, but they, like one of the girls or both of the girls, wear their hair like how black women would wear their hair. So one of them had like a pop smurf braid thing going. The other one had like a kinky wig thing going. They tan their hair, and their mannerisms, as far as like, I guess their dancing and dress and stuff like that, it's very urban, similar to black girls. And what I would like to know is, not to say is this really an issue, but with the amount of outpouring of asking the Ivy Park campaign team to put the video down and things like that, you know, how does the black community actually see this as being a problem with us progressing? And if the way we are reacting is actually the best way to do it. Personally, for me, I think it can go any way. I feel maybe, I don't know if maybe there was something that maybe someone in the creative department at Ivy Park dropped the ball, or if this was a purposeful thing. Maybe they are working on making the brand a little bit more diverse so that it's not really just tailoring only to black women. Maybe she wants to actually make it more diverse and open so that people of all colors can enjoy her brand, and not just making it specifically to one market and targeting to one market. And can we fault her for that if that is the case? Or maybe the biggest issue is that, okay, well, if you wanted to have urban or black-like models, shouldn't you just get black models? And again, was this something that was kind of passed off, or was a mistake by the team that they didn't notice that these young ladies were actually white and passing off to be biracial? Or if this was something that they actually purposely did. I don't know what the meaning behind the whole thing was. But I can say if the idea is to be diverse, I don't think there's anything wrong with Beyonce or her team wanting the brand to be diverse and trying to reach out to a broader audience, not just black women. Because of course a broader audience would make for more sales. But at the same time, we do have to, at least try to savor some sort of our culture for ourselves, since, right, I mean, even to this day, I know a lot of people may not want to talk about it in that manner, but when you compare, even though like the urban culture is like really popularized, well, a lot of people basically try to portray or take from the urban or black culture. But it is a known fact. It is something that most people would say they experience, where if black people do it, it's not pushed up the ladder as much, as opposed to if a Caucasian or non-white person was to do something, like for example the braids, or like the cornrows went back. We've been doing cornrows for ages. I mean, before my mom was here, cornrows have been here. But as soon as Kim Kardashian and her clan was rocking cornrows, it was a thing. And now everybody's rocking cornrows, which again is not a big deal, but it just goes to show you how when other cultures or nationalities, or however you want to put it, rock something that's from the black culture, it gets a little bit more attention than when we do it, which is where it originated to begin with. So like I said, I don't know, I had mixed feelings about the video that I was watching. I just really feel as though we have a lot more bigger issues than kind of focusing and pushing and making a big fuss about white women that are being considered culture vultures. We have a lot more inequality issues that we need to deal with. And maybe people feel that it starts there. Maybe if we could kind of maybe allow or force them to take ownership that these are these are things that originated from us, that maybe we would get more respect. I don't know. I'm not really sure.